So it's been quite a busy weekend in France in terms of video games. There have been some highs and there have been some lows, and this is actually all centering around the French president, Emmanuel Macron. Now, yeah, in the span of just this weekend, there was one very good thing and one kind of bad thing that happened in terms of kind of how gamers, I guess, are seeing this. It's all objective, of course. It all depends on how you see it. Now, the good thing here was this. Claire Obscure, the Expedition 33 developer, they were recognized for, their huge game. It won Game of the Year, and it sounds like rightfully so. I still haven't played it, and I really want to. But yeah, they were recognized by the government of France. It was actually a while back that this all started. The French president did go on Twitter and congratulated the team on a really successful game. And then, in this ceremony, there were 28 developers from Expedition 33 that were actually made knights. They were brought into knighthood. It's kind of a big cultural thing in France. Basically just a huge honor. It's a huge respect kind of thing that the government will do to basically honor and respect really outstanding individuals. So yeah, we had that. But then we also had something else from the French president himself. We see right here, this is from Brute.com. So this is the source that was saying that they interviewed him, and he spoke about children apparently being addicted to violent video games. Talks about some other stuff too, a social media ban, and then some other stuff in India, but we see at that bottom date there, this all started a couple days ago. This was on Friday, right at the start of the weekend. There's a video that played next to it in that article that I have linked, but to summarize it, there have been a lot of people that reported on it. This source right here, straitstimes.com, it says French President Emmanuel Macron said France will look at the effects of violent video games and AI agents on children, as he also pushes for a social media ban for minors under 15, and it says Mr. Macron said he is asking experts to study the impacts of violent video games before a debate in May or June on possible bans. So he said in this interview at the start of the weekend, he said they de-realize the relationship to violence. They condition you. I'm assuming he is talking about violent video games, and he's saying they condition kids to just kind of be used to it. Who cares? So this got quite a bit of backlash, and he actually went on Twitter yesterday. Again, I'm talking about the French president, went on Twitter. He made this post right here. That screenshot is actually a part of his post. It's not a meme that somebody put in there, and I put the black box over the swear word. Don't want YouTube to hate me, but I gotta kind of respect that. That's kind of funny, I guess. To be fair, probably somebody from his PR team decided to throw that in there. They knew it'd be kind of funny, but yeah, whatever. He says, I have once again made gamers lose it. I have seen a lot of misunderstandings, so let me be clear. And then I've got the rest of the post right here. It's pretty long. Not going to read the whole thing, just going to summarize. He basically says there are so many French gems that have been a global influence. We can be extremely proud of that. I'm sure he's kind of referencing Expedition 33 there. But supporting an industry and a culture does not prevent asking a simple question without caricature. What are the effects of certain contents and certain usages on the youngest? I think he just means on the kids. This is translated. Yeah, essentially he says this is a major issue of public health education and responsibility, and for physical health, he says, especially the eyes. Yeah, we're going back to that. The video games hurt the eyes. I think that's talking about like screen time, and he talks about mental health. He says, what I announced on Brute, those are the people that interviewed him, in response to this teacher who was shouting her anger. Basically, he says, what I announced is not a ban on video games. It is the launch of a scientific collective work to look reality in the face, calmly, lucidly, and with all stakeholders involved. He says the bottom, the last part there, one can love video games, be proud of them, and at the same time look without taboo at certain practices and their effects. To a certain degree, the idea of that, sure, I get that, okay. But he's also kind of ironically had backlash against this post too. People are kind of calling it out, saying this is kind of just a tale as old as time itself. This happens a lot with many different different governments, they will kind of treat video games as the boogeyman. People are also saying too, like, why are you wanting to just single out video games? What about TV? What about social media? What about 24/7 news cycles, news websites, stuff like that? People have pointed that out. I'm just kind of looking at the top X post replying to this. And yeah, see, that is what I definitely agree with. Yeah, it's very odd, it's very weird to just single out video games, and I think it's very easy to do that when you're somebody who just doesn't understand video games. You know, it's very easy to maybe think that, you know, especially kids, oh, they're too stupid to, you know the difference between reality and fake stuff. But if that were true, you know, millions of kids worldwide would be, you know, breaking down buildings and stuff because that's what they see in Fortnite. But obviously they don't, because that's stupid. In my opinion, yeah, even kids can definitely separate reality from fiction. But like it or not, sounds like there is going to be quite a big study on the impact of violent video games in France. We will see what they find out.